And the moustache, very nice. In keeping with the time period, obviously.
It was, and that was a real tash.
Yeah, and were you advised on the proportions so it was authentic, looking authentic for its era?
I think I just turned up in Australia with a tash because I'd half had the idea.
You did.
And I'd not quite done it, and we had the read-through. And the next day I went in to speak to the director and say, can I have a conversation about the tash? And he was like, oh, should we have a... And I was like, no, just, can I have a tash? He said, actually, yeah, the producers liked it. So,
they liked it, the read-through.
So. Oh, so they got the thumbs up?
Yeah. And then
I was trying to grow one as well, but I wouldn't.
I think you've done quite well.
Thank you.
And then I thought, I've shot myself in the foot because I thought, then I've got to keep it for the whole of summer, or for the whole of winter in Australia. But it turns out moustaches and mullets are all the thing out there, so...
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Also, my nephew's happy birthday to me.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Birthdays all around. Faye, I'll tell you what I found really interesting about this is that even if you are not interested in the £10 Poms story, right, even if you're not interested, the reflections on today's society, so interesting, in terms of fear about foreign workers, for example, which is something your character deals with.
Yeah.
Attitudes to women working as well, and, you know, release from marriage. And there are all sorts of stories, because Michelle Keegan's in it as well, and there's a story that's unwinding there, which we're not quite clear about what's happening. But there are some parallels to this, to what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
It was actually really cold, especially when we first got there.
So cold.
In Sydney?
In Sydney, when we got there.
Cold.
You come to Australia, it'll be amazing, it'll be sunny, and all the scripts say it's boiling, it's baking, you're sweating. And it was absolutely hammering it down. It was like being in Manchester.
minus, you know, numbers at some points, wasn't it? The Carcoar, the place we went. And they've superimposed the sun into it. So I look like I'm really warm, but I can see, and I remember feeling like so cold, and it was snowing, it snowed on us. It was, you know, it wasn't...
I don't want to get too hung up on the snake thing, but who was the go-to person if there was a snake situation? Was there someone who... Was that you, presumably, was it?
No. Because they're very poisonous. Like, it was a baby brown snake, which we were told if it bit you, you know, you're in big trouble. And I was kind of walking around, it was before we were filming a scene, and I had bare ankles, and there it was, just in the grass, so... You know, I could have got it.
I don't even think there was a snake wrangler.
There wasn't, but what was our unit guy, lovely guy? I can't remember, is it Peter? Yeah, he picked it up in a box and...
Good. You always need a Peter on the set. That's what you need. To me, the 50s at the time it's set, it sounds like quite recent past. And obviously people will have different memories of it. But did you talk to many Australians while you were out there about, you know, that time and place? Because for them, this will be their grandparents, won't it? Or, you know, there will be people out there exactly whose lives this was.
Yeah, I remember, you know, first reading the scripts and admittedly not knowing too much about it. But when we were in Australia and you were talking to people saying what we were filming, taller and handsomer and a surf dude, but then I wouldn't be sat in the studio here, would we?
There we go.
So I've read something odd in the brief and I haven't been able to research it. Is there a man with your autographs tattooed on his leg?
There is.
I'm going to let Warren tell
us. How on earth did that happen?
We are in Carcoar.
Minus degrees.
Minus degrees.
You're obsessed with you're really annoyed with how cold it was.
And flip-flops, and I had to go and buy a really warm puffer jacket because I just...
It can be disappointing. Anyway.
It was disappointing.
We're in Carcoar. There's not a great deal to do, so there was a small pub, which was the only place we could eat, so we were in the pub every night for the first few weeks of the shoot, and we're playing pool, and some gents come over, and they say, oh, can we play pool with you? They're like, yeah, what are you guys doing? Oh, you're with the film unit. Are you famous? We said, oh, we've done a little bit. This guy has got a pair of shorts on and he's got a full leg of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle tattoos. Other tattoos are available, if I'm not allowed to say that. But anyway, he comes in and he's like, puts a piece of paper down, and I thought this was like, if you win, I'll do this. But it turns out, no, he just said, write your autographs. So we're like, OK, he hasn't got a Scooby you, we are.
Yeah.
Put our autographs down. He goes, no, write a message. So I think I've gone, Top Man Tony, Warren Brown.
I think I just put, you know, something generic, all my love.
He said he was going to the tattoo shop in a couple of days and we were supposed to stay there and see him on the Friday. As it was, because of the weather, they pulled the shoot. We went back to Sydney, didn't see him. And then 2 months later, we went back to Carcoar. We said, we must go and see this man, because I know, you know, one of those people that you think, he's definitely doing it.
Definitely.
We weren't staying in that town, but the very last day we were leaving, I said to the driver, I need to go through this pub and see our mate Tony, and went in. Sure enough, he come round the bar, put his leg up, and he's got a tattoo either side of his ankle.
So you are just beneath the Ninja Turtles, or
yes, about on his ankle. Yeah.
So we live on in Carcoar.
Does he know now who you are, or is it? Do you think it's still
It's probably
just
still a
random?
mystery to Tony, isn't it?
Until the show comes out in Australia.
Yeah. Well, the show will get shown. Presumably, it will get shown in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then that'll be the moment when it all comes clear.
People will be flocking to Carcoar to see
They will.
Tony's tattooed leg.
Tony's tattooed leg, yeah.